Who do you think some guys that could really break out in 2021 for the Browns? Who are some guys that, it's kind of the same as the stock, but, who do you think could really, move into big-time prominence throughout the league with the Browns?
I mean, I think you've got to start with Delpit. I've said that name a few times already, so might as well say it here. I think you have to start with him because he was your second round pick. He's a guy they really liked. And it was just so obvious what they were doing last year. We knew they were going to take a tackle at number 10. We knew they were probably going to take a safety in the second round if it felt right. And that's what happened. And I think Delpit is going to be the key to unlocking so much of what Joe Woods has to do. So I think he's a guy that you look at as he's going to break out. He's going to be that next guy. Another guy that I'm kind of keeping an eye on, and I mentioned his name earlier too, is Jordan Elliott. Because if you lose Larry Ogunjobi, which you likely will, let him walk in free agency, you have Sheldon Richardson, you've got Andrew Billings, who opted out this year, but he'll be back. And now you're going to be counting on Jordan Elliott to come in and kind of fill that void, either as your third interior lineman, or maybe he's one of your starters on that defensive line. And they really do need to be able to create pressure up the middle, especially if you're playing Patrick Mahomes. They're going to have to play him in the regular season, and you want to get to the Super Bowl too. You're probably going to have to beat him in the playoffs. You've got to get pressure up the middle, and you've got to move him off his spot, and you've got to kind of mess with him a little bit. There's no one way to really disrupt Patrick Mahomes and beat him, but those are things that can help you.
And you mentioned, a disruptive guy from the safety position. Look no further than the game the Browns played against the Chiefs with Tyrann Mathieu. That's kind of what he is. So that's probably similar to what the Browns want Delpit to be.
I think that's a good place to start. And the job that Steve Spagnuolo has done with that defense, it was, being there at Arrowhead Stadium and seeing that defense and kind of knowing that statistically they hadn't been great all year. You realize when you see them in person, they are really fast and they fly around. And it starts with Tyrann Mathieu. He's just everywhere. And he'll go in the backfield and make a stop on the run. He'll play deep. That defense flies around. And I think that's part of why Andrew Berry is sitting here saying, you got to have more speed everywhere. That's the way the NFL is going. And if you have 11 guys on defense that can really fly, they can play in different places, it can be a problem.